Think bioinformatics is only for coders? Not true at all. If you're a biology student who doesn't know Python, R, or hardcore programming, you can still work in bioinformatics. In today's video, I'll show you 7 bioinformatics jobs for non-coders, their salary range, skills required, and how to apply. SE Role 1. Clinical Genomics Report Writer. What you do, you read sequencing results and create patient-friendly medical reports. Skills needed: genetics basics, understanding variants, good English databases, ClinVar, OMIM, DBSNP. Salary, India, 30,000 DINE, 80,000 global, $60 Kion, $120 K. VIDI Role 2. Variant Interpretation Specialist, via VUS Analyst. Work, you classify genetic variants using ACMG guidelines. Skills, Mendelian genetics databases, Nomad, ClinVar literature search. Salary, 40,000 ID1, 00000 per M. Onth coding required. Number interpretation depends on biology understanding, not coding. 40 Role 3. NGS Laboratory Associate. Wet lab plus basic analysis. Work, library preparation sample, QC sequencing workflow, basic data review skills, PCR, pipetting, quantification, NGS workflow fundamentals. Salary, USC 25,000, 60,000 coding requirement. Known only basic software handling. Fading Role 4. Bioinformatics Project Coordinator. Work, coordinate between lab, AI team, and clients. Manage timelines. Reports, files, communicate results. Skills, communication, biology background, documentation. Salary, 30,000, 30,000, 75,000 coding. Not required. This is a management plus biology role. FIDE Role 5. Scientific Content Writer. Bioinformatics Focus. Work, write NIES blogs, prepare course. Notes, summaries of genomics papers, tutorials. Salary, 20K D1L freelance. Global, $20 is $60. Per HR. Skill, good English plus basic understanding of genomics. Coding, 0. FIDE Role 7. Quality Control Associate, Bioinformatics Output QC. Work, check if the pipeline output is correct, validate coverage. QC score run tools via GUI. Skills, understanding of QC metrics, FastQ basics. Salary, UVI 30,000, Tanji 70,000 coding. Minimal or none. Most work is file checking, scoring, documentation. Crucially, this focus training will teach you the technical structure of the Electronic Common Technical Document, or ECTD format. Understanding the ECTD structure is fundamental because it is the global standard for digital submissions. This certificate will also cover the processes for managing post-approval changes, known as variations, and license renewals. Beyond local focus, an investment in a course dedicated solely to the International Council for Harmonization, or EEH guidelines, is non-negotiable. This specific ICH guidelines course is mandatory knowledge for any RAE professional, regardless of their initial geographic focus. It provides the common language and scientific framework used by regulatory bodies worldwide to assess risk. If you have a strong interest in the rapidly expanding medical device industry, you should strongly consider an optional, specialized course. A dedicated medical device regulatory course will cover entirely different frameworks than those used for pharmaceutical drugs. This specialized knowledge can open doors to high-growth areas in medtech, where competition might be slightly lower. For those aiming for senior roles quickly, you should proactively look into advanced global regulatory affairs training. These advanced options often feature intensive, real-world training focused on US FDA submission strategies. You can also find excellent content covering the specific procedural requirements for securing EMA approval in the European Union. A key component of advanced global training is mastering the complex US ECTD submission process itself. When searching for these high-quality programs, start with well-known global learning platforms like Coursera and Udemy. Also check out educational sites like FutureLearn, which often partner with top universities for specialized science content. Do not forget to investigate reputable, local pharma-specific training institutes operating within India, as they often have industry contacts. I need to stress this point with absolute clarity. Purchasing a course, regardless of its quality, will not automatically secure you an interview. The true key to successfully landing an RA job lies in practical application of your learning. This means actively practicing documentation skills outside of the course modules. You must couple that practice with building an absolutely rock-solid, experience-backed professional resume. Your demonstrated ability to feduidoi. The work will always outweigh a simple certificate in the hiring manager's eyes. Let's now move to the critical topic of compensation and detail. The salary expectations for the Indian raw market spanning 2025 and 2026. For individuals starting out as an RA trainee or a complete fresher, the typical starting monthly salary falls into a band of 10,20,000 to 7,20,30,000. This initial range reflects the learning phase, where you are primarily focused on absorbing core processes and gaining foundational exposure. After gaining some hands-on experience and proving your capability, you will naturally progress to the RA associate level. At the associate level, the monthly earning potential increases significantly, generally moving into the SUBI 30,000 to SUVI 50,000 range. This jump signifies that you are now capable of handling independent, recurring documentation tasks with minimal supervision. The next major career milestone is achieving the designation of a full regulatory affairs specialist. This specialist role commands a much more competitive salary, typically ranging between 50,000 and a healthy 50,000 and a healthy SUN 80,000 per month. Moving into senior management, the roles of senior specialist or manager see another substantial financial increase. These senior positions generally offer a monthly income starting from 780,000 and can extend up to 71.5 lakhs. For those who successfully transition into high-impact, strategic global RA manager positions, the compensation structure shifts to an annual package. These top-tier roles offer annual salaries that commonly range from 15 lakhs per annum, all the way up to 30 lakhs per annum. Regulatory affairs offers one of the highest salary growth trajectories in the entire pharmaceutical sector because compliance is a permanent, non-negotiable requirement. Therefore, skilled raw professionals are always in high demand, which drives salary figures upward consistently. You will be pleased to know that numerous large and growing organizations are actively seeking RA freshers across India right now. The primary hiring pool comes from the established pharmaceutical and biotechnology manufacturing sectors. Keep a very close watch on the careers pages of major Indian pharma giants, like Dr. Reddy's Laboratories. Other established leaders who frequently post entry-level RI openings include Cipla and Aurobindo Pharma. Don't overlook specialized biotech companies, such as Biocon, which often have dedicated documentation teams. Large, diversified Indian manufacturers like Sunday Pharma, Zydus Life Sciences, and Lupin are also consistent recruiters. Beyond the manufacturers themselves, the Contract Research Organization, or CRO sector, is an absolute goldmine for freshers. Cross-managed submissions for many smaller and mid-sized companies, giving you massive exposure very quickly. Global CRA powerhouses like IQ via regularly hire large cohorts of RA trainees for their Indian operations. You should also target established CRAs such as Parexel, which has significant regulatory service divisions. Other major global players actively hiring include Syneos Health and the extensive services division of Labcorp. A secondary but extremely fast-growing sector for raw careers is the medical devices industry. This sector is booming and requires RA expertise just as much as traditional drug manufacturing. Major multinational medical device companies like Abbott, Medtronic, and Philips Healthcare are constantly seeking new RA talent. These companies often offer exposure to global standards right from the start due to their international footprint. To maximize your success in job searching online, you need to use very precise keywords in your search engine queries. A general search for regulatory affairs might miss the specific junior roles you qualify for. Instead, use highly targeted search terms to filter for entry-level openings effectively. Try searching for the job title, Regulatory Affairs Associate, as this is a very common fresher designation. Another excellent search term to use is RA Trainee, which explicitly signals an entry-level opening. You should also search for roles like Regulatory Documentation or Regulatory Coordinator for more niche opportunities. Now here is your clear 6-step roadmap to successfully transition from a fresher to a well-paid RA specialist. Step 1 is to dedicate time to learning the absolute basics of RA, focusing on CD-SCO, ISHE, and FDA fundamentals. Step 2 involves proactively completing a short industry-relevant certification, making sure an ECTD focus is included if possible. Step 3 requires you to build an exceptionally strong resume that actually showcases examples of your documentation practice. Step 4 means you must apply aggressively and persistently to all relevant pharma companies and cross simultaneously. Step 5 involves maintaining your focus, and within a short 12 to 24 months, you can expect that crucial promotion to RA specialist. Step 6 for long-term growth is to continuously learn global submission standards to qualify for much higher paying roles. If you rigorously follow this specific roadmap, you can absolutely enter the RA field quickly, even starting with zero industry experience. To conclude, regulatory affairs stands out as an amazing and stable career choice for anyone with a background in pharma, biology, or chemistry. With the correct skills acquisition and the right strategic roadmap, your journey from a fresher to a specialist can realistically happen in just 1 to 2 years. If you are interested in a follow-up video specifically covering the best RA resume tips and common interview questions, please comment yes below this video. Lastly, to stay updated with more career insights, please remember to like this video, share it with your network, and subscribe.